What's up, everybody? Welcome to Podcast Now Plus. I'm Alex, and in this video, I want to talk about the PSVR 2. Today was the big day. Now when it releases, that's next week, obviously, but we did get review scores for the system itself, or the device, whatever you want to call it, and then also some of the games, some feedback for the game. So I want to talk about kind of what I've seen online, go over my, opinions of it, and it all starts really with the headset itself. So from everything that I've seen, and this is going to be an important, I'd say, thread, throughout the video, this device seems very, very good. I think I really have not seen a lot of negatives at all in terms of what it can do and priced appropriately for what it is, right? So there's a difference, and I've talked about this before. For me, it costs too much. And I say that just from like my own financial situation. I'm not saying that Sony priced it too high, right? I think it's kind of an unfortunate situation of how everything turned out. I think you do see that, pop up in reviews, which you could argue is something they should or shouldn't mention in them, right? You have the debate of, okay, is this device good? Yes, and we'll go over some of the features. The pricing, is it good for what the device is? Yes. Is it too much for the consumer? And I'd seen that kind of be floated out there in different reviews. And honestly, I kind of get it. I honestly kind of get including that in the thing because this is something that costs $550. We're not talking about a $30 game where maybe the price doesn't really matter. We're talking about a device that you're buying with the hopes that they're going to do all these games, all these like killer things for it. It also needs to be worth the actual price. So from everything that it sounds like, this device is far and away better than at least the PSVR 1, right? But honestly, even from sites, or even if it's YouTube videos that only focus on the VR space or, something like that, this device seems very, very powerful, right? Not just compared to the PSVR 1. In general, just out of all the VR systems, it really is one of the higher functioning ones in terms of the display, HDR, tracking your eyes, right? The technology packaged in this little guy over here, which seemingly across the industry saying weighs very little, right? I saw a lot of reviews that said they opened the box, they expected the box to be so heavy, and it's actually very, very light. Again, the thing seems to be worth the money, whether it's too expensive for you or not. That's that's on each individual, and it seems to function quite well. People are having a lot of fun with it. Then comes the next part, right, which is the games, and this is the stuff that really makes or breaks a console, launch, whether it be a VR or whether it be the PS Vita or the consoles themselves. So it seems to be, at least what I found, Horizon is really a big mix of different things. I've seen a lot of reviews. In fact, there's some Twitter accounts that have kind of combined all the reviews. Horizon seems to have gotten a lot of very good reviews, but I've also seen people say that it's just like outright bad, or it's not even worth their time to review it. So, ultimately it's make the decision based on yourself. But me speaking here as somebody who's not getting this thing day one, I'm kind of just a viewer. I'm seeing what other people are saying. I feel it doesn't have like the killer launch thing, being Horizon trying to be that thing. Seems like it's pretty good consistency throughout. That kayaking game looks absolutely phenomenal. The water visuals, oh my dear God. The question is just, will you end up picking it up? It's always, I would say, the most tough. Like this is probably harder to grade and harder to talk about versus when like a console comes out. You know what to expect more with consoles, I think, than you do with VR headsets. So it finds itself in a weird space where I don't think there's very many negatives about this thing literally at all. I think it is worth the price. I think Sony maybe actually underpriced it versus the value that the headset is able to actually do. Again, though, is it a good price that people are going to be able to buy, needing the PS5 as well, right? So you need to get the PS5 and you need to get this. Is the game's actual quality that's going to make you want to get it? I think there's quality generally in some of these launch games, but are they system sellers? Are they things that are going to sell it? I mean, that's probably my biggest takeaway from this is I don't think so. I didn't really expect there to be. I think the prospect with VR, at least right now with this VR headset, is still the VR experience. Like you get it because of the VR experience, and you hope that there's going to be some really killer games that take advantage of it. And I think some of these games are getting there, and I think, other games over time, hopefully they do get there, right? And hopefully there's a long lineup beyond just the next few months. But those are just some of the things that I've seen for the headset. Let me know what you guys think. Let me know your situation. Are you getting one? Are you not? Like I said, I'm not right now. I really do want one. I'm planning on getting it. I can't swing $550 for this thing, and then also games. So you're looking at $700. I mean, I'm gonna have to give my soul to my wife for the rest of my life in order to do that. So I'm not gonna do it, at least right now. But again, let me know what you think. Make sure you guys are subscribed, bell icon turned on, and I hope to see you all on the next one.